if you're looking for something that is unlike anything that I've ever come across, I'm talking big lots, secluded with mature trees and great views, you'll want to know about this one. These are the top neighborhoods that everyone is moving to right now in Kansas City. If you're thinking about making a move, these are spots you're definitely gonna want to know about. From families to young professionals to empty nesters, I've helped a lot of folks settle in here, and I know the areas that are drawing the most attention right now. So let's get into it. So here's the plan. We're going to break down what these neighborhoods are like, who is moving there, whether it's for families, young professionals, or empty nesters, why they're choosing these specific neighborhoods, and of course, how much they're spending. To start, let's get a quick overview of where people are settling across Kansas City. Now, around 40% of our clients picked Kansas, with Johnson County leading the way for its top schools and amenities. The other 60% are calling Missouri home, with most choosing Kansas City itself, but there's one Missouri suburb that's been a surprise hotspot. So stick around as we dive into these neighborhoods, check out the home styles, and take a look at the price ranges. Starting on the Missouri side, we're heading to a Northland neighborhood that has great houses on big lots and is close to some of the best shopping and outdoor space in the metro. Okay, so I have a map of the MLS pulled up here, and as you can see, I have all of our 10 neighborhoods mapped out. So be sure you stick around till the very end of this video, because I'm gonna show you where we're having a ton of clients move to. But the first neighborhood I'm going to show you is really the only one that we've had a lot of clients move to in the Northland, and it happens to be up here by Zona Rosa. So Zona Rosa is an outdoor shopping area in the Northland. It's kind of like the outdoor shopping area. They do like Chiefs watch parties and a bunch of different things there. They have some great shops. And then across the highway, I-29 is, your big box stores. You got your Lowe's, and there's a Main Event over there, but you're also really close to the airport. So this is a good spot. My clients who move there, they actually want to be closer to the airport because they travel a lot for leisure and work. So it's really nice. It's a straight shot up I-29 to the airport, and you're like 15, 20 minutes from downtown, but it's also really close to Parkville, which is one of my favorite suburbs, and it's a spot where they spend a lot of time going to downtown Parkville. Great coffee shops. It's right by the river, you can see here, and it has English Landing Park. But the area that they moved to in particular is this Park Forest neighborhood. Now, these are some older homes, but you can see you got a school right here, and so they don't have kids, but it's great for young professionals, empty nesters, as well as families, because you got the school right here, and you're in the Park Hill School District, but still in KC-Mo. So if you're wanting to be in Kansas City, Missouri, but not like really in the thick of it, this is a great spot. And one of the things that they really loved about this neighborhood is it has some bigger lots. So this one is a 10,000 square foot lot, but the one that my clients purchased was actually a quarter acre, and there are a lot of quarter acre lots in this community. So this is the Brittany Oaks neighborhood, and there are several right within this Park Forest area, but this is kind of what their house looked like too when they bought it. But they came in, did a ton of work. They just painted the cabinets. So that's something that you can do to just really give it a modern update, because the cabinets are nice. It's a functional kitchen. It's all open. And then this one has a fantastic eating area with windows overlooking the backyard. You got your laundry here on the first floor, and then a big primary suite. Now, this is something that I would definitely get rid of, is you have the carpet in the bathroom. But let me know in the comments below, would you keep the carpet or not? I think I'm pretty sure what the answer is going to be on that. But great space. It's about 3,000 square feet. That's what you're going to get in this neighborhood, with a finished basement. And it actually has this walkout in the basement, which is really nice as well. So you have this beautiful backyard, a deck, big trees, really nice established neighborhood. The median sales price in this neighborhood is $375,000. So it's a little bit below what you're going to get in some of these other neighborhoods. This is definitely on the lower end. And this one's at $425,000. It's 4-bed, 2.5 bath, just over 3,000 square feet. So great property for right around that median sales price that we're going to see, a little over in this neighborhood, but a great spot in the Northland if you're looking for easy access to the highway and a short drive to downtown. Next up is a neighborhood that we've helped many of you move to, actually over the past year, we've helped almost a dozen of you move to this highly sought after neighborhood in South Kansas City. Now, this next neighborhood is one that we've helped a ton of clients move to, and I'm a little biased. I lived here for 3 years prior to moving to where I live now in Waldo, honorary mayor of Waldo. Absolutely love it. It's just south of Brookside, actually. So I left, but not really. The median sales price in this neighborhood, which is Brookside, is $475,000. That's going to get you around a 3-bed, 2-bath, right around 2,000 square feet, and those homes sell in 3 days. So at that median sales price, you know, those homes don't last for very long. And what's great about Brookside is that it's just close to everything. So like, you know, you have these tree-lined streets, these beautiful historic homes. It's right south of the plaza in Luce Park. We're actually going to have the southern anchor for the streetcar right here at UMKC, so it's going to be even more walkable. But downtown Brookside, it has all these cute shops and restaurants and 2 grocery stores, so it's like defines walkability. It's one of the few areas where you can have a really walkable area in Kansas City, which is why I absolutely loved it. And the one thing that holds Brookside back is really the schools. So I'm going to talk about the schools a little bit in my experience as I kind of show you what you can get for right around that median sales price. So this one's for $450,000. Beautiful Tudor style home. I love the side porch. The one weird thing about this is the ceiling in the living room. Had I listed this, I would have recommended painting over the ceiling. I think it's holding it back a little bit, but beautiful hardwood floors, beautifully staged. I love that. I love the kitchen in this one, but I have 2 kids, one in Kansas City Public Schools, one now in private school because he was having a hard time at the public school that we had him in. But thing about Brookside is you have a great neighborhood school in Hale Cook. You have Border Star, which is right in the middle and heart of downtown Brookside. And here's your primary, which is going to be on the 2nd floor. And it's a Montessori school. And the great thing about Border Star is it's on a lottery system, but if you start your kids in pre-K, they'll get 2 full years of pre-K, which is completely free, and they're full days of school, Montessori learning. Our youngest kiddo, he went there for the first 2 years of pre-K, and we absolutely loved it. So great options. The thing about the schools in Kansas City in general is there are just so many options. So if you're, you know, kind of living in a suburb area and you're not used to like having to pick a school, it can be a little bit overwhelming. And that's, I think, why some people that are families choose not to live in Brookside. But that being said, there are a lot of families that live in Brookside. We've helped some of them, but we've also helped a lot of empty nesters and a lot of young professionals move to Brookside as well. All right, now let's move over to the Kansas side. This is an area where a lot of families who want to be close to all the parks and urban living of Brookside, Waldo, and the Plaza without the headache of navigating the KC-Mo schools, they actually end up moving here. Now, this next area is an area that we actually see a lot of families that kind of experienced that Brookside as young professionals, and they had kids, and you know, they got overwhelmed by the schools and they wanted to live in the similar area, but they wanted better public schools, and so they moved to Prairie Village. And we've helped a lot of you move to Prairie Village. My office currently is in Prairie Village, and so it's a great spot. And actually, you know, I'm going to extend this a little bit down because there are 2 spots that we've seen a lot of people move in Prairie Village, which is, you know, between 67th and 83rd Street, because you have 2 great shopping areas here. And the median sales price in this area is just slightly above what the median is in Brookside. Is $482,000. It's going to get you a similar size house, a 3-2, around, you know, just under 2,000 square feet. And we'll kind of take a look at what one of those looks like. Usually it's going to be a little Cape Cod style home. So here we have a little ranch. This one's for $439,000, and it's at 78th Terrace. So this is a great location. This one is, you know, a lot of the housing stock in this area. This is what it's like. So you got, it looks like this one might be a flip. So here, this is an obvious sign that they took out a wall, which is really nice because on some of these older houses, you know, they feel small and cramped because you have like You know, just it's already a small house in general, and then you don't have that open concept. So I really like that they open this one up. And then you have this den in the back. So this is actually a nice flex space. And then you have, you know, a medium size primary bathroom here. The rooms are going to be on the smaller side, but this one has a basement as well, and we're gonna see a lot of cinder block foundations here. This is a funny bathroom in the basement as well. And then you got a covered patio in the back. So this is a really great spot, decent sized backyard. You know, one of the things about Prairie Village, and again, you know, we've helped a lot of folks on both sides move here, whether you're a family. You know, I just helped a client, you know, move here from Texas, that they moved into a great townhome, empty nesters, and absolutely love it. Really all across the board, but the big thing is you get Shawnee Mission East, which is the 5th rated high school in the state of Kansas on niche.com. So schools are a big driver for this, but it's also proximity to kind of all of the things that you get in Brookside, right? You're close to the plaza, you're close to kind of this country club district area, and that's why a lot of people love living in Prairie Village. Staying on the Kansas side, Overland Park is one of the top choices for families we've worked with. It's actually the 2nd largest city in the metro, so I'm gonna dive into a few of the different areas within Overland Park, each offering its own unique vibe. This neighborhood in particular has a similar feel to Prairie Village and Leawood, but with a bit more space for your money. So we're not venturing too far south from the Prairie Village spot for this next one, and Overland Park is huge, right? I mentioned that. This is one of the areas where the housing stock's a little bit older. It kind of feels like that Brookside Prairie Village. The price per square foot's a little bit lower. The houses are bigger. You get a little more bang for your buck. But this is kind of this Knoll Hills area. And if I moved to Overland Park, this is somewhere that I would probably want to be, because you got a lot of shopping right here at 95th and Metcalf. There's like a Serb pickleball area. You got Jack Stack. They're doing a ton of development over here, where the old Mission South Mall used to be, which is just south of 95th and Metcalf. And then you do have like a Chiefs Fit up here. And then if you go a little further north on Metcalf, this is downtown Overland Park. So, you know, again, you get really mature, established neighborhoods, and the housing stock here is going to be on the older side. So this one, again, this is a 5-bed, 3-bath, over 2,000 square feet, and this is most likely going to be a little dated here. But this is kind of a good example of what you can get. Actually, this looks like it was renovated. So you got the hardwood floors in here. This is virtually staged, but you know, again, you're going to get a little more square footage. You get that not 1 but 2 extra bedrooms in this one. This one does have the back seating area, the den here as well. And then you have big primary, actually. This is a really good sized primary bedroom in this one. You have your other bathroom here, and then I'm assuming 1 or if not 2 of these bedrooms are going to be in the basement. So you got a rec space down here, and then you have 1 bedroom. So they can count this as a bedroom because it has the egress windows. Now, a lot of the people that we help, a lot of you that are moving here, some of you are coming from like Florida, California, you're not familiar with basements, right? In order for them to count a one of these bedrooms in the basement, you have to have an egress window. So this is one thing that they did, which is a nice feature on this property, because you can advertise it as a 5-bedroom. And then, you know, here's the basement unfinished space. You know, this is a con, I would say, for this one. You know, a lot of these houses in this area are going to have the laundry in the basement, so you got to go up and down stairs. Thankfully, this is 1 floor. But again, really great backyard here. It's got this Trex decks here and a lot of mature trees, so this is another great option. Now, the median sales price in this area is $423,000. So again, it's on the lower side than a Brookside or a Prairie Village, and you're getting a little more square footage, you know, a couple extra bedrooms maybe. And actually, the client that I helped, it happens to be my cousin, he got a home under $400,000. It needed some updating, yeah, but it had a pool, and so that was pretty cool as well. Shawnee Mission School District, so again, top-rated school district here, which is another draw for families. Moving south, if you're looking for something in Overland Park that is unlike anything that I've ever come across until recently, I'm talking big lots, secluded with mature trees and great views, but still within the Blue Valley School District. You'll want to know about this one. Okay, so staying in Overland Park, as I mentioned, this neighborhood is amazing. I'm telling you, like, I feel like we discovered a hidden gem here. And I'm actually gonna see if I could pull up some that have sold as well here and take a look at what that brings up. But this is the River Ridge Farms and River Ridge Farms West community. Now, the thing about this is it's kind of like in a more rural part of Overland Park. And then you have Loch Lloyd over here, which is a gated community. It's where Patrick Mahomes lives. So it like backs right up to it. That's on the Missouri side. But these lots in some of these houses are amazing. Now, the price point is going to go up. You're in Blue Valley School District. You know, a lot of these homes were built in the 70s to 2000s. But what we're seeing is, like, I actually helped a family move here, and we're seeing, you know, some of the older folks and neighborhoods kind of turning over, right? So, you know, it's becoming like less empty nesters, more families, but it's a pretty good blend of both. And what you have in here, this house actually is way below the median. It needed a lot of work, but you can see 5 bed, 4 bath, 4,100 square feet, and on a 1/4 acre lot. I mean, these houses are incredible. So this one's closer to that median, but kind of gives you a good idea of what you can get. So 660 ranch style home, beautiful, beautiful backyard here. Again, love the landscaping. It's, you know, not like super dated. Love the vaulted ceilings in this living room. You know, big open kitchen here with the dining room here, and just like look at the backyard. So this is why I think this is such a hidden gem, right? Because you have these huge mature trees. It actually sits on a little bit of an elevation, and so you can kind of like look out. You're in the Blue Valley School District again, and you just get more space than you're going to find in a lot of these neighborhoods in Overland Park, which I absolutely love. Not loving the color in the master bedroom here, and carpet again in the primary bathroom. Like, what is it with that? But this is a great house, absolutely great property under that median sales price, finished basement here. You know, again, you got this beautiful, you know, like kind of retaining wall type gravel and seating area back here, but just a ton of potential with this one. You know, so again, it's a little further south, but man, if you're willing to drive a little bit, you can hop on 69 here, and it's a straight shot over from the Blue Hawk development. So Blue Hawk's actually right here, so it's not too far of a drive from there, and you're going to be pretty close actually to Prairie Fire. So, you know, as far as proximity, you're like 10 minutes away from a lot of great restaurants, shopping, that sort of thing, and you get that more privacy. So if you're looking for a little more privacy, a little more space, this would be a solid option. The last spot in Overland Park I want to highlight, what I like to call New Construction Row, is where most of the new communities are popping up. It's right along 179th Street, just west of Highway 69. If you're looking for new construction, this is the area that you'll want to know about. And finally, we're getting into some new construction here, right? So this is the last area we're going to look in Overland Park, and it's not too far from where we just were. So this is kind of what I like to refer as this whole area here. You know, you have everything from like estate size homes, the Overland Park Arboretums here, but check out these houses here. I mean, you're getting massive, massive lots. I mean, these are homes in the millions, and amazing. But, you know, I told you we're not going to go above 800,000 in this video. So the median sales price in these communities here is 615,000. That's going to get you around a 4 bed, a 4 bath, right around 3,000 square feet. So 2,700 and up. Again, it does feel a little more rural. So again, you can see here, there's not a lot of development here, but I think that is about to change. Just south of this location, you have Spring Hill. My cousin lives there, and it's one of the fastest growing suburbs in the entire metro. But Coventry Valley is one that we've mentioned a lot on this channel. I actually did a tour, which you can check out up here. But let's take a look at a different community, this one down here. So, you know, the thing about this area, if you want Blue Valley School District, which a lot of you who've reached out to us that have families, that's, you know, why you're looking at Overland Park. You know, there is a boundary right here where it's like part of it is going to be Spring Hill, part of it's going to be Blue Valley. So this community here, by Summit Homes is actually going to be in the Spring Hill School District. So you can see right here. But what that means is you actually get a much lower price point. So these are kind of like renderings and model of what you can get for new construction in this South Overland Park for under $500,000. So this one's under $500,000. You have the hardwood floors, the open kitchen, the giant island here, recessed lighting all throughout. I'm a big fan of this like ranch style. And you know, a lot of these have really great basements. And then this one has an excellent community center as well with a pool. So you're getting all of those amenities, right? You know, which is great. You're still close to like the Blue Hawk development and that sort of thing. So that property is a great example. It's a little on the smaller side, but let's take a look at what one of these looks like that is a bit bigger. So this one's 5-bed, 4-bath, $754,000. And this is the model here, but I believe it's a Parade of Homes. Let's see. This is a Parade Award Silver in first place. Newmark is a great builder. Actually working with a client right now that is looking at a Newmark build up north. But I love these accent walls. You know, you're going to have the tall ceilings. Again, you know, I go back and forth. I love historic homes, but these new construction homes, they do have all the nice open concept, modern amenities. But the one thing you miss out on is like this view, right? You see these tall windows here. You don't have the mature trees. There's going to be a lot of builds going on around you still. So you kind of have to grow with the community. But if that's something that you can tolerate, I mean, you're going to get a great home in a lot of these communities with all the amenities. You got the soaking tub, the big shower, the walk-in closets. I mean, you know, this house has it all, right? So right around $800,000, and I absolutely love this rec room on the second floor here. Again, with the accent walls, just killing it. You got the Jack and Jill bathroom. So, you know, and then you have all this unfinished space that's stubbed for a bathroom down here. So, you know, you can add more square footage to, you know, a house that's already over 3,000 square feet. So I really love that, actually, is like not having the finished space, because you can come in and add equity. But we help clients that, you know, come in, they buy a home that's already built in a model, or we can help you from start to finish with a builder. We know all the builders in town. We know where to get the best deal. So call the number on the screen, shoot us an email. If you're interested in new construction communities, we can get you set up. Sticking with new construction options, let's head back over to Missouri, where one pocket of Blue Springs has been a hit with many of our clients looking for a new home at a lower price point. Sticking with new construction communities, we're gonna head back to the Missouri side, and we're actually gonna go to Blue Springs, where you're gonna be able to get new builds at a much lower price point. So this is the Eagle Ridge community. Now, what I love about this is you've got an elementary school right here to the north, and then you have Blue Springs South right up here. You're, you know, just a straight shot, like less than 5 minutes from the high school. And so again, we've helped a lot of families move into this community and others here in this pocket of Blue Springs, because, you know, you have access to great schools. And this one is a newer build, but you know, it's not super new, right? So they have lots available still in this community where you can build brand new, or you can buy a home that's just a few years old. And this one still appears to be in great shape. This is right around $470,000. Now the median sales price in this neighborhood is $407,000. That's going to get you a 4-bed, 2-bath, right around 2,000 square feet. So, man, the shoe collection in this one, I love the Nike box, right? Like, how many shoes does it? We got probably 4 or 5 dozen shoes in here. That's a great feature, and got a TV in this walk-in closet. I love that. And the basement here is great. You got the wet bar. Yeah, this is a great space. So $470,000 for this one, but you're getting over 3,000 square feet, 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath. So great home that you're gonna get, frankly, for under $500,000. That's the thing about moving over to the Missouri side. And this is where we help a lot of clients, right? Is, you know, they struggle with like, should we move on the Kansas side or the Missouri side? Your money usually goes a bit further. Now, granted, the location of Blue Springs might be a little further out if you're wanting to get into the city a lot, but it's not really any further out than these communities that we've looked at in Overland Park, and Blue Valley School District is high ranking on niche as well. The thing I love about Blue Springs in particular is you have Lake Jacomo and Blue Springs Lake right here. You got Lake Lotawana. You got a lot of outdoor rec options here. So if you're looking for newish construction and a really great price point, good bang for your buck, Blue Springs, this is somewhere we've helped a lot of clients move to, and they absolutely love it. Heading back over to Kansas, we have one of my favorite suburbs in a community that is maintenance provided and walkable. All right, we're gonna head back over to the Kansas side, and this next community is one that I'm gonna tell you a little quick story about this one. So this is Lenexa City Center. I just helped a client purchase a home in a maintenance provided community. So I'm gonna show you two different communities here. One that's maintenance provided and one that is a little bit older, but you get bigger lots and a little bit more house. So this community right here, this is the Cross Point Creek Cottages, and these homes are actually pretty cool. They're like, the craftsmanship in them is really great. Like they're just great houses. So this one doesn't have pictures, so let's pull up the other one, but the median price in this area is right around 600,000. You can see the only two that have sold are 600,000. This one's great. So you got the covered porch, right? Love the the gables, the peaks and stuff. The curb appeal is really nice on these. But then you're also going to have just like really great finishes, hardwood floors. The trim work in here is absolutely stunning. And then this actually really decent size for for a maintenance provided property. It's around 2,500 square feet. You got 3-bed, and then again with this one, it's got an unfinished basement. So if you want to add square footage, you totally can. You got your primary suite on the main level here, and then you have an upstairs with 2 bedrooms as well. So this is a great spot. Here's your unfinished basement, so a lot of extra space down there. You can add probably another 1,000 square feet, and then you got the screen and porch here. So super quality builds, maintenance provided, and walkable. So that's the thing about these communities here, is the downtown city center is right here. So you got a rec center, you got farmers market every Sunday, you got the Lenexa art fair and the barbecue battle, all within walking distance. And my client that moved here actually sold a loft in the Crossroads, and they weren't really vibing the Crossroads anymore, but they still wanted that like walkability. And so you can get that in the suburbs. There are some areas, and this is one example of that. Now, this one's a little bit higher, so this is above that median from the other community. This is 675, but this is in the Parkhurst estate. So if you don't want maintenance provided, you want a bigger lot, you want a bigger house, you can also get that walkability. And again, these are great properties here. They're a little bit older, so again, kind of similar to some of these other properties that we looked at. Could use some updating, but hardwood floors look like they're brand new refinish in here. Bathrooms are a little dated, so coming in, put on a little elbow grease. This is actually a really interesting primary. And then you got the big primary bathroom as well here. But finished basement, you're gonna have good sized lot with probably a great outdoor space here. Let's look. Yeah, so established neighborhood, big trees, good sized backyard. And not only are you close to downtown city center, but just north of here is Shawnee Mission Park. And check this out, there are actually trails that connect to the neighborhood. So if you love outdoors and you want something that's like super walkable, and you don't want to be in the city, you want to be somewhere a little quieter with good schools, Lenexa is going to be either DeSoto, Olathe, or Shawnee Mission School District. This is a great spot. I mean, you're like literally, you could walk down here, get coffee, and then take the trail into Shawnee Mission Park, go walk around the lake, do some hiking, frisbee golf, whatever. Just a great location. And personally, this is why I think we've had several clients interested in these particular communities. This next community is newer construction with a median home price under $600,000 in Johnson County. Who likes a golf course community? So we're sticking with some new construction here. We're moving a little further south from Lenexa to Olathe. And this is the Prairie Highlands community. It's a golf course community. You have new construction options here, lots available if you want to come in and build your own, and really just some great properties in here. We just helped a client that moved from Kentucky purchase a home over here, and they absolutely love it. So it's actually nothing listed for sale currently, but these are really, really great houses. I actually have one of my favorite floor plans in here. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It's a reverse 1.5 story. So it's a ranch with like either a daylight or a finished basement. Again, this one's gonna be above the median. The median in this neighborhood is just $535,000. That's going to get you 4-bed, 4-bath, 2,500 square feet. But you can see immediately on this one, the finishes are just really, really nice. So Olathe School District, which is, you know, one of the top rated school district. I think it's the 3rd rated school district on niche.com. I actually love the wood tones in here. So let me know in the comments below. Do you like this when they kind of do like a mix of the cabinets? So you got the white with the wood tone cabinets. You got a good little walk-in pantry with a butler's pantry here. Big island. This is going to be inside your butler's pantry. Blah. And then you're going to usually have 2 bedrooms on the first floor. This one's got a great primary suite here. And then you're going to have usually 2 bedrooms in the basement with a wet bar. So this is actually moving to the basement. And this is I believe a walkout basement, which is a nice feature as well. Yeah, so here's your walkout basement. You got your door over here with a covered porch. You got the deck above, you know, good sized backyard. So again, if you're looking for that new construction, want to be in a good school district in a golf course community, Olathe is also one of the areas that we are helping a lot of clients who are moving here for the Panasonic plant. So DeSoto's right up here. You know, so it's not too far from there, and you know, there's just not a lot of housing stock in DeSoto, and so we're actually helping a client right now that's looking in Olathe for that reason, because they're moving here to work at the Panasonic plant. They want to be in a good school district, but DeSoto's just not cutting it for them. So if you're looking for some more amenities, the greens at Prairie Highlands, the Prairie Highlands community, you got a swimming pool, a lot of great amenities. My client that moved here plays golf every day, just kind of like walks out of his house. It's great. And last but not least, the top suburb we've helped people move to on the Missouri side, none other than Lee Summit. It offers several great neighborhoods, tons of amenities, and comes in on the lower end of our price range. In the past year alone, we've helped nearly a dozen families make the move here, but let's take a closer look at one area in particular that is drawing in more than others. Okay, you stuck with me until the very end, so I'm gonna show you where we've had nearly a dozen clients move to in the last year, and it's into Lee Summit, particularly in this region in South Lee Summit. So you've got a lot of great options here. You know, Lee Summit's over 100,000 people. I always call it kind of like the Overland Park of Missouri. You've got some great school district here in Lee Summit School District, and the new high school is actually down here. So this is why a lot of our clients we've helped, you know, many families move here. Actually just had a family relocate, bring their kids, and then their parents moved here as well. They moved to Lee Summit, just kind of a different part. And then, you know, if you're a young professional, you want something a little walkable, you do have downtown Lee Summit up here as well, which is a great option. But we're going to focus in this area. So you got a mix of new construction, and then you have the Rain Tree community, which is a lake community, and that's something we haven't touched on so far. But you've got a lot of options for lake communities down here in Lee Summit. So not only do you have the Rain Tree community down here, you also have Lakewood, and so a little higher price point in Lakewood, but still a great community as well. So this is kind of what you're looking at. Let's see if we can find something a little closer to the water. So this is above that median sales price, but you've got backs up to waterfront. So if you want something that backs up to waterfront, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more. So this is $550. You know, it doesn't necessarily back up to waterfront, but you can see it from just a little smidgen over here. You can see the water from this front picture. But this is, you know, again, the housing stock in the Rain Tree community. There are some new builds, but most of them is going to be a little bit of a older housing stock. So, you know, this this home, obviously it's a ranch style. This is interesting. You got the fireplace with the jacuzzi tub that looks through to the actual bedroom here, which is pretty cool. You got the air hockey table and the pool table down here. Again, you got the walkout basement, which is a really nice feature. I'm a big fan of a walkout basement here in a property like this. So that's kind of what you can get for the olding housing stock. And then if you want newer construction, you know, the Osage community, this one up here is interesting. So, you know, if you're looking for something more of like a townhome, so this is where we've actually helped some folks that aren't families, that are empty nesters or young professionals. They're looking for something a little lower price point, kind of a first-time home buyer, or, you know, just maintenance provided. This is a great option. So you got a townhome here for $370 in the Osage community, brand new construction, 4-bed, 3-bath, just under 2,000 square feet. And finish is actually pretty nice in this property. So, you know, it kind of looks similar to IKEA style cabinets, but you got the engineered floors, the open concept here in the main room. And then you've got great bathrooms, double vanity in the primary here as well. And good sized rooms, walk-in closet, everything that you need here. And then you do have some unfinished space in the bedroom as well. So again, perfect kind of a mix here of housing stock in South Lee Summit. But this is a really great community. Again, you can see, you know, there is a lot of new construction. They're building out quite a bit down here. Lee Summit is growing a lot, and it's growing a lot to the south. And then you can see up here, if you're looking for something a little more densely populated, you know, really the only downside to Lee Summit, I would say, is that it's further away from the airport. But, you know, you got everything that you need in terms of shopping, you know, restaurants. The downtown is vibrant and awesome. They have great events. So if you're looking for that great community vibe, Lee Summit is a very solid choice. These are some of the top neighborhoods where we're frankly seeing a lot of people move to, but Kansas City has so many options, and it's definitely not a one size fits all. So if you're thinking about making a move or just want a change of scenery, give me a call at the number on the screen and let's chat about what's right for you. And if you'd like an inside look at one of these new construction communities, including some model homes that we actually had an opportunity to tour, be sure to check out this next video here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.